Okay, YouTube. I just came on here because I wanted to share. I don't know if somebody may need to hear this. So I'm sitting in my car at lunch. I'm a lunch break, having lunch, and just kind of going over things that I want to do for my women's meeting. I'm calling it um, ladies night out with God. And so uh, God has promised me a women's ministry. And so, and I've been sitting up there wondering when it's going to come forth and how it's going to take place, waiting on God to manifest some things. I don't know, maybe I thought that it was going to come and it was going to fall on me like a ton of bricks, or if it was going to be super huge, super big. So, and I've been waiting. I've been waiting to get a word from God, how to, what to do to start this up and how this was going to start. And it was really, really kind of bothering me because it wasn't happening fast enough for me. And so over the weekend, somebody sent a text to my phone and they were inviting some ladies that they knew out for a girls' night out. And so I got it. I kind of looked at it or whatever and stuff. And I don't really do those type of things. Girls' night out. It's very seldomly that I will. And so I just kind of disregarded it and stuff. And so then Sunday morning, that happened Friday. That happened Friday. That the text came out on Friday. And so I just kind of disregarded it. People were going back and forth on the text. You know how you get in those group texts and you just get caught up in them. You keep getting all the annoying texts and stuff. And so Sunday morning, I was sitting up having my coffee before getting ready to go to church, and it's like a light bulb went off in my head, and it was like, ladies like to have ladies' night out, so why not a ladies' night out with God? And so, like, bam, good idea. And so I went down. Mind you, I'm thinking in my head about my women's ministry because I don't have a lot of friends. So I think that I say I don't have a lot of friends or whatever. I don't hang around with a lot of people, but I know some people. So anyway, after the idea dropped in my head, ladies' night out with God. Okay, so where am I gonna get these people from? Who I'm gonna invite? It's like God said, go down the list in your phone, in your contacts, and invite the ladies in your phone, in your contact. Okay, so I did that. The ones that I talk to the most, so I did that. And then, so I got to thinking or whatever and stuff, and it's like, no, go down the line, invite the ladies in your contacts. So I went back and I did a separate one, and people, you know how you have people name in there that you don't talk to often, but somehow, some way you end up with their phone number. So I went down there and I started adding people. Bam, people started replying, yeah, I love this. Yeah, I'm so excited. We're gonna do this. Blah 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 blah. Women's ministry. Start of my women's ministry. That's what God told me. It starts right here. Humble beginnings. It don't have to start big. You ain't gotta be on no huge platform. Right here in my home. And I was like, okay, so that was my plan. I'm gonna have it I'm gonna have it at my house. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, it's getting kind of big. Maybe it's too big to have it at the house, because we're just gonna eat, have food, play a few games or whatever and stuff. We're gonna speak. We're gonna talk about God. We're just gonna have a good time in God. Boom. My husband got laid off from his job, which they have a union hall, which they can use for free. Get your husband to get the union hall. Like went off in my head, like get your husband to get the union hall, which holds a lot of people. Got a kitchen, big, boom. I said that to say this, and in the back of my phone, I keep little messages that I get from God. And one of the little messages that I have in the back of my phone, it says, hang on, y'all. It says, am I waiting on the promise, or is the promise waiting on me? Help me, Lord. I'm sitting up here waiting for God to fulfill a promise to me, and God is waiting on me to walk into the promise. That ain't God awesome? It's been there all along. I've been pondering over something that has been right there in my face. God said to write the vision and make it plain. And that's exactly what I done. And because of me, in myself, thinking I don't have the resources, who am I going to invite? Where am I going to have it at? I'm thinking, how am I going to do this? Everything is right there in my face. Has been. Because I'm looking for something so much bigger. I overlooked what God has already given me to make possible to what he has told me to do. And so I just want to tell somebody, don't sit on it because you don't think that you have the adequate space. You don't know the adequate people. You don't know detail for detail. Use what you got. Use what you got to make it happen. And God will do the rest. And I'm so excited about it because, like, what's the old saying? If it had been a snake, it would have bit me, because all the time it's been right here in my face. And I just want to thank God for just opening up my spiritual sense to be able to receive the things that he has given me in the spirit that I overlook in the physical. So I just want to thank God, and I want to tell somebody else, pay attention, and move in what God has already provided, and he'll provide the rest. Y'all be blessed to be a blessing. Amen. Amen.